Imagine for a moment an axe so meticulously crafted that it became the preferred weapon of choice for warriors in an era dominated by firearms. One decisive swing could alter the very fabric of kingdoms, instilling fear across 3 continents as the chilling sound of its blade slicing through. The air became synonymous with impending doom. Ancient weaponry harbors secrets far more lethal than folklore, suggest axes that could sever shields as if they were mere paper. And designed so fearsome they instilled terror before battles even commenced. These formidable weapons not only shaped empires, but also redefined the art of warfare, etching their legacy deep into the annals of history. In this exploration, we will uncover 5 of the most lethal axes ever forged, each more deadly than its predecessor, until we spotlight one that redefined the principles of warfare itself, proving that superior design can indeed eclipse even the most advanced technology. AX1, the Dane Axe, 9th century Denmark. As Viking raiders surged upon the English shores, defenders steeled themselves with their swords and shields, courage unwavering. Little did they know they were about to encounter a weapon unlike any they had faced, the Dane Axe. This imposing tool, exceeding 5 feet in length, with a blade nearly a foot wide, was formidable not only for its size, but also for its engineering marvel. While English swords relied on swift, close-quarter strikes, the Dane Axe exploited leverage to devastating effect. Its long handle transformed each swing into a crushing blow, capable of splitting shields, not merely cracking, but entirely tearing through them, man-cleaving bone and armor with grace. Archaeologists have unearthed skeletons with cleaved collarbones and ribs, serving as grim evidence that just one well-executed strike could obliterate an opponent from the battlefield. Viking warriors mastered a technique known as the overhead pull, where they raised the axe high before delivering a downward blow that utilized their body weight to shatter helmets and armor. English chroniclers labeled it the most fearsome weapon of the age. Remarkably swift, trained Vikings could strike, recover, and deliver another blow in under 2 seconds, outpacing even the most skilled swordsmen. The very sound it generated a resonant hum, followed by the ominous crack of wood, splintering scent, adversaries fleeing in sheer terror. For 2 centuries, the Dane Axe reigned supreme across Europe, claiming countless lives and compelling kingdoms to reevaluate their armor, tactics, and battlefield formations. Yet, despite its lethal prowess, a civilization was poised to refine the axe into something even more sinister. Axe 2, the Labrys Minoan Crete, 2000 BC. While excavating an ancient Minoan palace, archaeologists stumbled upon an artifact that would redefine Bronze Age combat, the Labrys. A double-headed axe ingeniously crafted for the express purpose of warfare, characterized by its dual blades. The Labrys was viciously efficient. Should one blade become lodged in armor, a warrior could effortlessly reverse it and strike again, eliminating wasted motion and ensuring relentless carnage. Yet its significance transcended mere utility. It became a potent emblem of divine authority and death itself. Minoan priests wielded ceremonial versions in rituals that included human sacrifices. The twin blades symbolized the dualities of life and death, creation and destruction when raised. They foreshadowed an inevitable tragedy. As later Greek warriors adopted the Labrys, they enhanced its lethality. They shortened its handle for one-handed use and integrated a rear spike strike with one blade, reverse, and thrust. Positioned in tight phalanx formations, soldiers wielded the Labrys to hook shields, trip foes, and expose them to lethal attacks. Artistic depictions on vase paintings illustrate warriors pulling enemies off balance with the axe's S-curve before dealing the killing blow. The Labrys transcended its identity as a mere weapon. It functioned as an instrument of psychological warfare, symbolizing the Minotaur half-man. Half-bull horror that devoured victims in a labyrinth, transformed encounters into fights against mythic terror. For a millennium, its influence spread throughout the Mediterranean from Egypt to Hittite territories and Qunit, till the advent of iron led to the dulling of bronze. One notable empire, however, would forge an iron axe so exquisitely balanced that it fundamentally altered ancient combat. Axe 3, the Sagaris Persia, 500 BC in the Persian Empire. A tactical conundrum loomed large. Traditional cavalry swords struggled against Greek phalanxes, while lengthy spears proved unwieldy on horseback. A new solution was imperative a hybrid weapon combining the functions of a hammer and sword. The result was the sagaris, a weapon that played a pivotal role in establishing the Persian Empire from India to Egypt. Light and deceptively delicate, yet intricately deadly, the sagaris featured a razor-curved blade designed to pierce armor rather than ricochet off its surface. A single strike could hook around a helmet or neck, leveraging the powerful momentum of a galloping horse. Greek historians recorded that Persian cavalry reaped men like wheat. Complementing its blade was a hammer or spike, allowing warriors to reverse their strikes in case of armor resistance, ensuring every action bore lethal intent. Weighing just about 2 pounds, Persian soldiers adeptly wielded a shield in one hand while utilizing the sagaris in the other, creating a relentless rhythm of defensive and offensive maneuvers: block, strike, hook, kill. On the ground, infantry used it to drag down horsemen, hooking an arm, pulling and dispatching in swift succession. The sagaris rapidly gained traction among various tribes throughout Asia, inspiring the Scythians, Parthians, and Sarmatians, while its unique design later influenced European warhammers and polearms. However, despite its ingenuity, it remained a secondary weapon and assassin's tool rather than a harbinger of terror. That epitome of horror would eventually emerge from the dark heart of medieval Europe. Axe 4. The Executioner's Axe. Medieval Europe, 1100 AD. A condemned prisoner kneels, awaiting their fate. The executioner raises his blade. It's a single swing, a gasp, a finality. This is the executioner's axe, designed not for the chaos of battle, but for the precision of death. Despite its purpose, it claimed more lives than many wars fought in the medieval era. With a crescent blade often exceeding a foot in width, the executioner's axe ensured clean cuts through neck and spine. Its 5-foot-long handle provided the necessary speed and control, while the curved edge glided seamlessly through vertebrae. Executioners were skilled professionals. A flawless stroke was both their craft and their burden. To misjudge a noble's execution could result in their own execution. The design of these axes evolved through meticulous scientific study. Executioners recorded the angles that facilitated the cleanest cuts, refining their blade designs over centuries marked by grim practice and grave errors. Graved with symbols of justice and faith, these axes embodied the paradox of divine mercy through mechanical destruction. Public executions drew throngs of spectators. The axe morphed into a potent symbol of state authority, law made tangible. From the Tower of London to Berlin, it indiscriminately ended the lives of nobles, traitors, and heretics, alike Lady Jane Grey. Thomas More and countless others met their end beneath its edge. For 7 centuries, this instrument of law wielded power through paralyzing fear. Yet it was not the deadliest axe recorded in history. That title belonged to a weapon forged for a different purpose, pure unmitigated violence. Axe 5. The Nzappa Zap, West Africa. 1500s, 1900s, when European traders arrived in Central Africa, they anticipated encountering rudimentary tools. Instead, they were met with a weaponry, marvel centuries ahead of their time, the Nzappa Zap, a paragon of balance and brutality. Labeling it simply as an axe hardly does its intricate design justice. Its artistry combined a curved blade, a spike, and perpendicular edges, creating a 6-in-1 killing machine that one might also describe as a work of art. The hardwood handle, up to 4 feet long, was expertly weighted, allowing warriors to spin, flip, and strike from any angle without yielding a hint of intention. European officers remarked that African warriors wielding the Nzappa Zap could attack from any position without telegraphing the blow. This unpredictability rendered its wielders nearly unstoppable. The spike could easily penetrate armor. The curved blade offered slashing and hooking capabilities, while the side blade enabled strikes in tightly packed formations. Warriors trained seamlessly to transition between method strike, spin, thrust, recover, engaging in a continuous dance of lethal proficiency. Used by the Cuba, Azande, and Mangbetu kingdoms, the Nzappa Zap defined African warfare for centuries. In the 1870s, Azande warriors armed with these axes consistently triumphed over European rifle units by closing the distance before foes could fire their weapons. One beleaguered British officer candidly admitted they exhibit no fear, and their weapon is unlike anything in our armory. The Nzappa Zap transcended its role as a mere battlefield implement. It symbolized honor and prestige. Chiefs adorned themselves with ornate versions featuring copper inlays and intricate carvings. To wield one signified both mastery and courage. To confront one meant meeting a certain death. Even as firearms became commonplace, African warriors maintained a preference for the Nzappa Zap during close-quarters combat, a testament to its unparalleled design. When compared to the great axes of history, none can rival its legacy. The Dane Axe instilled dread throughout Europe for centuries. The labyrinths shaped myth and religious practice. The Sagaris transformed cavalry warfare. And the executioner's axe embodied state power through fear. Yet, the Nzappa Zap stands alone by virtue of its effectiveness on the battlefield, longevity, and lethal design. It could cleave shields as effortlessly as the Dane Axe, adapt with precision like the labyrinths, penetrate armor akin to the Sagaris, and execute with the ruthless accuracy of the executioner's axe. Every curve and balance point had been meticulously refined by generations of African metallurgists, who deeply understood physics, anatomy, and combat dynamics. This was not primitive craftsmanship, it was the zenith of advanced engineering. So impressive was its design that European engineers studied captured Zapp's apps, borrowing their innovative curved blade concepts for naval boarding axes and polearms. The echo of its influence traveled as far as Asia, shaping weaponry and martial arts principles. Beyond mere innovation, the Nzappa Zap bore a profound message: true mastery of craft and indomitable courage can conquer even the most advanced technology. In 1892, clashes erupted between Belgian forces armed with rifles and Azande warriors brandishing Nzappa Zaps. The battle endured for 3 harrowing days. Belgian reports detailed fearsome weapons wielded with inhuman skill. When the chaos settled, the European casualties were staggering. One officer remarked, "We possess rifles that strike at a distance of 1,000 yards, yet we nearly face defeat at the hands of men wielding mere axes." This conflict serves as a powerful reminder: technology alone does not dictate outcomes. Training, discipline, and the orchestration of perfect design can dramatically shift the tides of war. The Nzappa Zap claimed more lives in that single encounter than Executioner S axes had throughout decades of public deicide, culminating as the ultimate evolution of axes across history. When firearms ultimately triumphed in the arena of warfare, the Nzappa Zap did not fade into obscurity. To this day, ceremonial versions of the axe are still being crafted throughout Central Africa, embodying a vibrant legacy of artistry, its unparalleled engineering, and an indomitable spirit. The final verdict: which axe truly holds the title of the deadliest? By fear, the Dane Axe held sway. By myth, the labyrinths reigned supreme. By innovation, the Sagaris thrived. By precision and symbolism, the executioner's axe prevailed. But when measured by battlefield effectiveness, enduring impact, and lethal design, one weapon stands apart: the Nzappa Zap, forged not in the forges of Europe or Asia, but in the heart of Africa. It was crafted by hands that understood the intricate balance of movement and the unforgiving science of death. Truly, it was the embodiment of the perfect weapon. Subscribe to our channel and press the bell icon to support our work, ensuring you never miss an upload. Like this video, share your thoughts in the comments, and spread the word to help grow our historical community.